Hey everyone, welcome to TED Talk Daily. I'm Lucy, and today we're wrestling with a question that's as personal as it is profound. Should you keep a promise to someone who's gone, even when life has changed? It's a dilemma that touches on love, duty, and identity. Joining us is Dr. Leland Nguyen, a moral philosopher who studies the ethics of promises. Welcome, Dr. Nguyen.
Thanks, Lucy. I'm excited to dive in. Promises shape our lives, but they get tricky when circumstances shift.
Let's set the stage with a story. Tell us about Zaina and her dilemma.
Zaina and her wife Yvonne were happily married for decades, co-running a nonprofit to cure a deadly disease funded by Yvonne's company. But a tragic car accident left Yvonne on her deathbed. She asked Zaina to promise two things: keep funding the nonprofit and never remarry, echoing a vow they made years ago. Zaina promised. For 10 years, she kept those promises. But now, Big Pharma is close to curing the disease, and Zaina's in a new, happy relationship. She's not sure about remarriage, but the weight of her promises is heavy. Should she keep them?
That's heartbreaking. It's like Zaina's caught between her past and her future.
Exactly. It's a clash of loyalty, love, and personal freedom.
So why are promises such a big deal, especially to someone who's passed away?
Philosophers have wrestled with this for centuries. Tim Scanlon says promises create expectations others can plan around. But since Yvonne's gone, Zaina's choices seem to only affect herself. Yet thinkers like David Hume and John Rawls argue promises uphold a social system. Hume saw them as signals of trustworthiness. Breaking them weakens that trust. Rawls called it fairness. If you've benefited from promises, you owe it to society to keep yours. But does that apply to a private promise to the dead? That's where it gets messy.
So it's not just about Zaina and Yvonne, it's about the bigger idea of trust?
Right. Promises hold society together, but personal context complicates things.
How does Zaina even begin to navigate this? Are these promises even binding?
That's the crux. Some say Zaina's promises might not hold because they were made under duress. Who says no to a dying spouse? But Yvonne's wishes weren't coercive. They reflected their shared history. John Locke's idea of self-determination suggests Zaina's right to choose her future, like remarrying, trumps any promise. Yet Yvonne's legacy, her company, her money, might still carry her wishes. Legal codes often protect the dead's assets, hinting Yvonne's intent matters. But with the disease nearly cured, Zaina wonders if Yvonne would want the funds redirected to new needs.
So it's a tug-of-war between Zaina's freedom and Yvonne's legacy.
Exactly, and her identity tied to their marriage adds another layer.
What can Zaina, or anyone facing a tough promise, do to move forward?
I suggest a framework called RFLT. Revisit, recall the promise's context and intent. Evaluate, have circumstances change significantly. Feel, consider your emotions and values. Listen, seek perspectives from trusted friends. Ethics, weigh fairness and trust. Choose, make a decision true to your identity. Test, act, and reflect on the outcome. Zaina could talk to loved ones or redirect funds to honor Yvonne's broader goal of helping others. It's about balancing loyalty with her own path.
So it's about finding clarity while staying true to yourself?
Exactly. Promises matter, but so does living authentically.
Wow, Dr. Nguyen, this really makes you think about the promises we carry. Thank you for unpacking this. For our listeners, here's a challenge. Think of a promise you've made and use the REFLECT framework to evaluate it. Dr. Nguyen, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Lucy. Let's keep exploring what our promises mean.
Absolutely. That's it for today's TED Talk Daily. See you next time, everyone.